With temperatures climbing into the 30s this weekend, solar panel owners across the UK are about to see some serious sunshine. But more sun doesn't always mean higher output. High temperatures can knock your panel efficiency down, and in extreme cases, your system's performance can take a notable hit. On top of that, you've got battery storage, inverters, and even air conditioning to think about. Can you really run a home off solar in this kind of weather? And can the heat damage your system? In this video, we're going to break all that down. So how much more generation will you get out of your solar panels? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. The good news is that with a heat wave comes a lot of sun and not a lot of clouds, meaning your system will be generating at its maximum for pretty much the entire day if it's south-facing. For a standard 4 kilowatt peak system, this could mean generating enough power to fill 2 Tesla Powerwall 3s in a single day. However, with this increased sun also comes an increase in panel temperature. Solar panels have something called a temperature coefficient, which determines the percentage loss of output for each degree Celsius over 25 degrees. During a heat wave, the surface of the panel can reach up to 60 degrees Celsius, which for a panel like the Ico NeoStar 3 with a minus 0.26% per degree Celsius temperature coefficient means it will output around 9% less than would be expected under standard test conditions when the panel is operating at 25 degrees Celsius module temperature. While a 9% loss might sound like a lot, it's not a major concern. On an average day, that kind of drop would hurt, but in a heat wave, the sheer amount of extra sunlight more than makes up for it. So even with the temperature loss, you're still likely to overperform compared to your usual daily generation. One concern you might have during a heat wave is whether high temperatures can damage your solar panels. The short answer is no, not if you've chosen high quality, industry standard equipment that's been installed properly. Quality solar panels are tested to operate in temperatures up to 85 degrees Celsius or higher, and their warranties cover long-term exposure to heat and UV. In the unlikely event of a fault caused by thermal stress, it's usually covered. The key is ventilation. Panels should be installed with adequate airflow underneath to help manage temperature. As long as you're using a reputable installer and a well-built panel from a tier 1 manufacturer, a heat wave shouldn't accelerate any panel degradation. If you've got a battery system working alongside your solar panels, a heat wave is when it can really help to save money. High solar output lines up perfectly with peak demand from fans, air conditioning, and anything else you're using to keep cool. A well-sized system can cover most, if not all, of your daytime usage. And with battery storage, you can carry that energy into the evening when it's still hot, but the sun's gone down. Batteries can also cover your early morning usage by storing cheaper off-peak electricity. And if you're using a system like the Powerwall 3, you won't need to worry about the battery performing less efficiently due to overheating. Powerwall 3 uses Tesla's industry-leading active thermal management system to keep the battery cells operating within the optimal temperature band for LFP cells, even in extreme heat. On top of that, if your battery fills up during the day, you can export excess solar back to the grid. And during a heat wave, with electricity demand high across the country, that export might be worth more than usual. So, while a heat wave might knock a few percentage points off your panel efficiency, the sheer amount of sunshine more than makes up for it. As long as your system is well installed, properly ventilated, and paired with a good battery setup, you should be getting some of your best generation figures of the year, maybe even setting a new record. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, it really helps the channel. And if you subscribe as well, you'll be the first to hear about our new videos. Thanks for watching, and do check out our other videos on solar and battery storage.